7-1 on the year now are the Predators. Not a good win, but a good win, if that makes sense. 7-6 here in Pittsburgh over the Rangers. Coach Shay, first to good. You guys forced 4 defensive turnovers and a couple of turnovers on down. Defense was balling out when you needed.
Yeah, well, the defense stepped up a little bit today. Still wasn't at the level I'm accustomed to.
I think you're picky.
Yeah, I am picky. I got great guys on that side of the ball, but we played better this week. 2 weeks ago we didn't. We played decent, but this week was better. A lot of stuff to still work on, man.
Well, one of their last drives, they started at their own 15, and we're standing here at about midfield. What was it about their screen game that it just seemed like it was stymieing the entire defense?
Well, we act like we lost how to tackle. Forgot how to tackle at some point, and just wasn't getting in position, man. It's about effort. We can say that X's and O's, but it's about effort, man. These guys know where to be, and that was something that we kept giving up time and time again.
You got to put a couple of new guys in on the defense. Eric Hasley played really well in what's essentially his first game.
Right. Well, I've been looking at him all week, but for the last couple weeks, and told him that I was going to give him an opportunity to play, and he played well too.
A lot of things to work on this week in practice before the rain comes to town.
Oh yeah, continue to work on our running game. We did a better job this week of running the ball, and we're going to continue to do that. Work on our passing game, but we really want to try to get our running game back.
I know there's a lot of plays in the game that you could probably say, but if you look at it right now before you watch the tape, is there one play in this game that infuriates you? Like, more than any of the others?
There's several that infuriate me throughout the game, but I thought Danny got clipped over here. I thought that was a terrible play. A couple holding plays that I thought were shady, and just a few bad calls by the referee.
He's just here so he doesn't get fined.
Right, it's just so I don't get fined. So, but we not to criticize the referee, but in my opinion,
we said it.
Yes.
Christy and I said it, I'll be honest.
Yeah, well,
that was not good.
No, it wasn't a lot of good plays called, but that's the way the game goes.
Now, my last question for you, do you think that's something maybe going forward for the league? Now, you're using a lot of high school refs to use modified NFL rules. Do you think they either train the crews, and that's a hard thing, or just use NFL rules? Or,
I think just use
NFL
rules. I don't know how they pick the referees or how they go about doing them. But some games you get a good ref crew, and some days like today where they just miss everything, So yeah, the league needs to do something about that. How they get these referees.
You can find DC for that. He's not real happy about it. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
7-1 on the year, another day, another game. Next Saturday night at home against Lorain County. Special teams, so-so.
We need to work on the speed of it. We got a few new guys come in. We're going to work on it as soon as they get it back together.
Water boy. Does that go on your resume?
Well, I like to say water purifier coordinator. A better title for this water boy.
You're a very large water man. Water bug? We watched that on the way up.
Water buffalo, I'll take that one.
How many of these did you say you filled up today?
We filled up 8 coolers with 6 kids who busted their butts today. They're the real MVPs. Without them, we're dehydrated.
They also got a free meal and then they bounced.
I fed them all.
What was the nutritious meal you gave them?
They had taco burritos, cotton candy, and Gatorade.
A lot of things to work on in the next week before Lorain County, though, I would imagine.
Yes. The offensive line work. We need I want to say to the offensive line, they did a great job. Great pass protection. I'm always going to highlight my offensive line first and foremost.
How would you rate Pye's performance coming back?
Pye didn't get a lot of playing time today, but he did a good job of coming back from his injury, and we look forward to seeing him in practice this Tuesday and Thursday and getting him on the field next week and working with the offense.
Well, hopefully next week it's a lot cooler out.
Yes.
When Lorain County comes to town.
Well, it's always better playing your home field because we have better control of our water. Today we were limited to the water resources because of their equipment manager over here, but as I said, we have some issues. We got them together and we filled them up, got them all hydrated.
And the other thing that you missed today is that he rented a car to come to Pittsburgh, and it's the best visual I've seen in a long time. You can't tell, but he's a very large man. And him trying to get in and out of this Mustang is hilarious.
Candy apple red drop top Mustang. My son made me rent it today. We were supposed to go to the airport and get a mid-sized car for under $100, but when he saw the Mustang, his eyes lit up, and we ended up spending $225 on the Mustang for 1 day. But like I said,
so if you would like to hire him as your water purification coordinator, you can find him online. But you're just lucky it didn't rain.
Yeah.
What he's not telling you is he can't close the top because he doesn't fit.
Small car.
Coach Marv, one of the MVPs tonight here in Pittsburgh.
Thanks, Mike.
Ugly but effective. 4 turnovers by the defense in the win, 7-6 over the Pittsburgh Rangers. Chris Netters, AJ Cephus. I don't know what it is. You're kind of like a little shark at times. I watch the defense, and it seems like you just find like a burrow underneath and nail the quarterback as soon as he gets the ball.
Yeah, I try to use my speed to my advantage. You know, my biggest thing is by them being so much bigger than me, you can't let them get a hold of me. So, I mean, my biggest thing is I want to get back there in that backfield, cause a disturbance. That way our linebackers and other defensive players can make plays.
Now, I can't get any of the other guys to tell me this, but I know you guys have a bet about who gets the most sacks.
Yes.
Will you tell me what it is?
As far as the bet,
yeah.
Kind of have to keep that classified to the end of the
Who do you guys think is winning?
As of right now, I believe me and Kev is tied somewhere at the top.
Well, Cortez had a nice couple too.
Gotcha.
I think the last couple of weeks, it seems like whenever Kev is there, Cortez is there. So they're almost canceling each other. That works for you.
Yeah, it definitely do because I mean, you know, by me coming right up the middle, quickest way to a point is what? Straight line. So, you know, it definitely works out for me. And, you know, team effort.
Who's the best of you three?
I can't say all of us are athletes. We're very hungry. All want to win.
So you?
I mean, you said it, not me.
Now, yeah, right. Now you've got to be a little upset. The rules prevent you from getting a touchdown.
They bent a lot of rules today to try to take away all our momentum, take away our big plays. It is what it is. Somebody asked me, I scored.
Well, when we first said it, we said it that way. And, it was kind of like the Jason Witten play, where he catches it, loses the helmet, takes the hit, and he keeps on running. Like, it doesn't matter. They could have had 10 more guys chasing you, I think. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, it was a wrap. We had that there all day. Game plan switched up. You know, the pounded a lot. Balls. That's what we did.
If it was Bijan, would he have scored?
Bijan would have got caught.
But the question is, would he have held on to the ball?
Bijan.
I would have held. Look
Our
at me.
cameraman saying no.
I held on to the ball today. Since he right here, I think he would have held on to the ball. But there you go.
Last year, the game next week, speaking about Lorain County, nobody's really happy. A horrible performance, 6 turnovers in a loss. I think some quarterback threw a lot of interceptions, a lot of false starts, but it's a chance to wrap up the division. And now you guys have got to be up for that.
I love playing Lorain County. Playing for the Saints. Played them twice a year. Last year we played them 3 times, first round of playoffs. It seemed like a defense I got figured out, so I'm excited.
That's a lot of defenses this year.
I'm excited for that.
For you, the quarterback on the opposite side might be a little bit familiar.
Yeah, he definitely is. I've seen him a couple times before.
I said might be.
Yeah, I mean, you know, whenever we line up with Lorain County, it's definitely a personal grudge match for me myself because I feel like their offensive line really bent on stopping my process, the thing that I need to do. So I definitely take it as a personal challenge to demolish their offensive line.
Well, you guys, our defense has given up less than 8 points a game this season.
Oh yeah, we're very hungry. We all definitely count on a man next to us. So you know, it's good chemistry.
I think playing with a defense like we got, our confidence on offense never wavers.
Yeah, I ain't that messed up.
Even in the fire loss, if you go back and you watch the film, put the defense in bad positions, things happen. But ultimately, every night, all 19 points came on turnovers. For you to turn the ball over 6 times and have a chance all the way to the end.
Get up early, you work
we always feel like we hit it.
Best of luck, you guys both next week.
Oh, thank you.